Hello YouTube friends. Today I will be making use of the notepad to type in my queries and then I will paste them at the MySql prompt. Let's take an example. Show databases. I have typed in my command. Then I copy it. Control C and I paste it. Control V and I press the enter there. And the names of all the databases have now been displayed. Last time, if you remember, I had created the database YouTube. So now let's move into it. Use YouTube. I copy it and I paste it and I press the enter and you get the message, database changed. Now let us see all the tables. So over here, now whatever command that I am typing, I can copy and paste it into the MySql prompt and it will display the respective output. I have made a file earlier by the name of chapter 3. So let's open it, and here I have typed in all my queries which I will today explain. So let's see it. First one, show databases, use YouTube, you got it over there. Then show tables, I have done show tables. Today we'll make a new table with the name student and my fields are name, stream, marks with their respective data type, char and int, that is integer. I copy it and I paste it and I press the enter and it says query OK. Then just to confirm it, I paste the command show tables and it is showing me the two tables, sample which was created in the previous class and student. Now I type in the first record, Control C, and I paste it and I press the enter. So now it says query OK, one row affected. That means the data has gone perfectly. Now if you notice, I had told you earlier that I was going to use notepad. After we have typed in this one query, we can now make a copy paste of this particular query as per the number of records which we want to enter and make the changes respectively. This way it will save a lot of time. This is what I have done over here. So now I'm going to enter the data of the remaining students and just do a copy and a paste, and here all the records have now been entered. Just to view the records, so these are all the records which I have entered. Akshay, science, and his marks were 95 and so on. Now today, first let us get a simple idea of how to add a text message. Now if you notice over here, what is the text message that is coming? Akshay has taken science, Sumit has taken commerce, and so on. So it will display the data for all the students. You can see it there. Okay, so now it has displayed Akshay has taken science, Sumit has taken commerce, and so on for all the students. So whatever message that has to be shown is put in quotes. Now let us see, you have to show the name and the marks. So let's say we want to show the name and the marks of each student. So what will be my query? So now if you remember, I had said we can copy paste it. So I copy this particular command and I paste it. Now in place of has taken, I will say has scored, and in place of stream I will now write the field name marks. Why? Because marks is the name of the field. I do a copy and I paste it. So notice now Akshay has scored 95. So this way what has happened? Two things have taken place. I reutilized the previous command, I made a copy of it, and I changed the data accordingly. So this way it saves a lot of time. That is the main reason why I am using Notepad. Now let's move on. Today we are going to do two wildcards. The two wildcards are the percent and the underscore. The basic idea of the percentage sign means it matches any string, and the underscore represents a character. Okay, so let's see now. First let's view all the records. I'll copy and I'll paste it. So it shows me all the records. Now let's say I want to see the names of all the students whose name begins with S. So I type in this particular command and I press the enter. So now let us go through the data. You noticed Sumit and Shikhar. Let's get this clear. Whenever we use the wildcards, the like operator is to be used and not the equal to sign. If you remember, in the previous classes we were using the equal to sign, but in this case we are going to use the like operator because wildcards are being used. So now in this particular query it will display all the names beginning with S. Moving on. Now you noticed in this particular query it is displaying the data of all the students whose name ends with T. Why? Because I have told that the first part of the name can be any number of characters, but the ending should be T. And in the previous query it was the name should begin with S. Let's go on to the next query now. Now I have told the computer over here, display the names of all the students which has the letter A. As you can see, it is displaying the data. Okay, Akshay, Jaydev, Vikas, Rajat and Shikhar. Now over here if you notice Deep is not there. Why? Because the letter A is not present. In the same way Sumit is also not there. Why? Because the letter A is not present in his name. So what does this query tell? That display any name which has the letter A in between. Okay, now let's see all the records again. Now what are we going to do? We are now going to make use of the underscore. Notice the change in the output. In the previous case I had mentioned the character A can be in any part of his name, whereas in this particular case what did I tell the computer? The first character of the name can be anything, but the second character has to be A, and the remaining part of the name can be any number of characters. So notice now Jaydev and Rajat, the first character is different, but the second character is A, and the remaining characters can be anything. So in this way, what did I tell the computer? That the second character has to be A. Okay, you got the basic idea behind it? Now, let's say I want to see Jaydev and Shikhar. Now notice over here, the character I is in the third location. So what will I do? I'll copy it. I'll paste it. Now I will put 2 underscores. Please don't get confused between the hyphen and the underscore. Okay, this is an underscore. So 2 underscores. Why? Because I is in the third location. So I now type in I and put the percentage sign. So now I copy it and I paste it and I press the enter. So now notice Jaydev and Shikhar have come. So the underscore represents a character. Now let us see the last query. Now in this case I had typed in the underscore 5 times. So it displays me all the names which has got 5 characters. Sumit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Okay, so in today's class we have basically learned how to use a text message and the wildcards of the percentage and the underscore. Keep one thing in mind, whenever we are using the wildcards, the like operator has to be used. Okay, thank you. See you in the next class.